Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
before you call the case you think I might be here on, I've had a chance to talk to Miss Cely. She was in the MIDC waiting room, and I explained the charges to Miss Cely. However, she would like to know under which jurisdiction I operate. I've explained that I'm a criminal defense attorney and I don't operate under any jurisdiction, so I don't think she's seeking the services of an attorney at this time, and the court may like to speak with her.
Welcome to the courtroom where logic goes to die. The judge is just trying to open the hearing when Bonita Cely interrupts the entire process with a bizarre demand. Are we under penalty and perjury? Not only does that phrase make zero legal sense, it's not even English in the legal universe, but she's already trying to derail the hearing before it begins. The public defender patiently explains her charges, and instead of acknowledging them, she launches into a full sovereign citizen meltdown. She demands to know what jurisdiction he operates under, even though he's literally just her lawyer. It's the legal equivalent of asking a pizza delivery guy if he's part of NATO. Things are off the rails, and we haven't even gotten to introductions.
Thank you, Mr. Batar.
You're welcome, Judge.
These are 23HR 0457A, B, and C. These are Huron Township versus Bonita Cely. Ms. Cely, were you able to hear Mr. Batar just now?
Oh, first of all, are we on the record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are we under penalty and perjury?
Are we on what, ma'am?
Under penalty and perjury, is he willing to swear in?
I'm sorry,
Is
ma'am. I can barely hear you.
I said, is everybody willing to swear in under penalty and perjury?
Ma'am, we're not taking testimony as of yet. Today is the day and time scheduled for the pre-hearing and adjourned arraignment pretrial in these matters.
It still has to be placed on a record. He still has to be put under penalty and perjury because he's swearing to an alleged crime against him and holding me accountable. So even though this is just a hearing, it still has to be put on notice for the public as well.
Now comes the moment every sovereign citizen lives for. The what jurisdiction are we under? Standoff. The judge calmly explains, this is Michigan's 34th District Court. It handles civil and criminal cases. Simple enough. But not for Bonita. She demands that if she's to participate in this proceeding, she must be told what type of law is being practiced. Common law, admiralty, or the imaginary kind she found on Facebook. She calls it a violation of due process, not realizing that she's the one delaying due process by refusing to proceed. When asked if she wants a lawyer, she dodges the question again like it's a trap. In her mind, this isn't a traffic hearing, it's a constitutional crisis.
Ma'am, today is the day and time scheduled for the pre-hearing and the arraignment pretrial. Would you state your name for the record, please?
Bonita Cely.
Ms. Cely, Mr. Batar is the court-appointed attorney assigned to this courtroom for the day. He's indicated that you don't wish to engage his services. Is that correct?
No, let me explain my position. I asked him a simple question about jurisdiction. That's why this hearing has been readjourned for today, because the last hearing, none of the attorneys could answer the question in regards to what jurisdiction that we're operating on. So they want to proceed without addressing the jurisdiction, which is a violation of due process. So in order for him to be represent me on any public record, I have to understand what jurisdictions he's operating on.
Ms. Cely, if you do not wish to use the court-appointed attorney, and you confirm as much to the court right now, Mr. Batar can go back, ma'am, Mr. Batar can go back and do other things that he needs to do this morning. Do you wish to use Mr. Batar's services, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel through some other mechanism?
Under what charge, under which jurisdiction, and then who's bringing the charges against me?
Ma'am, there were citations issued against you in Huron Township for limited access speeding 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. That's a civil infraction. There's count 2, no proof of insurance. And there is the misdemeanor of driving while license not valid or improper license. Do you wish to use the services of the MIDC attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel?
Who are the parties bringing this claim against me? It's the
As the courtroom slowly sinks into chaos, Bonita refuses to cooperate unless someone reads her the magical incantation of jurisdiction. The judge offers her multiple opportunities to either use the free court-appointed lawyer, represent herself, or hire one. Each time, she circles back to the same scripted question, like a malfunctioning robot from a bad legal thriller. And then the climax. Bonita declares that the court is just trying to trap her and throw her in a cage like an animal. At this point, it's no longer legal discourse, it's courtroom performance art. It's like watching someone demand to know if Monopoly money is backed by gold.
You're
I
trying to
answered your
avoid the
question, ma'am. I answered
Who's
your
bringing
question,
the
ma'am.
charge?
I answered your question, ma'am.
And could you re-answer it? Because I didn't hear it. Who's bringing the charges against me?
The citation that was issued to you was issued by an officer from Huron Township, Freddie Yono. It's the citation that was issued, is signed.
So it's
It
Freddie.
has his name and his ID number. Ma'am, my question to you is, do you wish to engage the services of the court-appointed attorney, or may I release him to go back to do some other work?
Wait a minute. I have questions before I can answer on. You're trying to get me to
No,
avoid
ma'am.
questions that you
No,
know-
ma'am.
Yes, it's a,
No,
it's
ma'am.
a due process violation. Objection. Yes.
Miss
Because you're not
Cely,
hearing
this
me.
is
This
the
is a
Miss
hearing.
Cely, this is the third and last time I'm asking you. Will you be using Mr. Batars to represent you this morning, or do you wish to retain your private attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I need to understand what jurisdiction we're under.
Mr. Batar, you may return to your breakout rooms to meet with other potential clients. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I
Miss
may,
Cely, do you intend to represent? I'm sorry, Miss Foley Carter.
I just want we started this case back in July. Miss Cely attended her first pretrial. She demanded that the case be dismissed. I declined. I asked that the case be set for a bench trial. Miss Cely objected, and Magistrate Hinman advised her to file a motion stating her objection. Since then, she asked Judge Green for her oath of office and then didn't appear for the court dates before Judge Oakley. So this case has been going on for quite some time with no resolution.
Because it's I'm asking a question and it requires a rebuttal and it's being ignored. You cannot violate the due process. This is a hearing and any questions that I have needs to be answered. You don't get to sit in the capacity of government and ignore the questions that the people have. Someone's bringing a claim against me, and my only question is, are we dealing in a commercial or a common law, also known as a record of law, court?
When Bonita refuses to stop shouting objection every 15 seconds, the judge makes the only logical move left. He mutes her. Yes, like a misbehaving guest on a Zoom call. And the second she's muted, the courtroom feels like it finally exhales. The judge sets a trial date, while she continues ranting in silence, mouthing case dismissed, like it's a spell. Sorry, Bonita, but you don't get to dismiss your own case with courtroom fanfiction. She tries every sovereign trick in the book, refuses charges, denies the court's authority, claims she's a living woman, and not a corporate entity. But none of that matters when the judge hits mute.
In-person bench trial date in this matter, please.
Objection. Objection. Are we in a common law court, yes or no?
January
Case
23rd
dismissed.
at 11 o'clock.
Case dismissed. Case dismissed because you refuse to rebuttal to the question regarding jurisdiction. You cannot proceed without honoring the jurisdiction. You cannot be in
Ms.
the capacity
Cely?
of a... Yes.
The misdemeanor matter and the two civil infractions that are traveling with it that were
Objection.
that were issued on April 26, 2023 will be set for an in-person bench trial in courtroom number 1.
Objection. I will not be showing up. Objection. I will not be showing up. You refuse to answer the question of jurisdiction. You're trying to get me into the courtroom so you can take me against my will and lock me up in a cage like...
Predictably, Bonita lives up to her promise. She doesn't show up for the trial. In her sovereign mind, if she pretends the court doesn't exist, neither does the case. But the law doesn't work on pretend rules. A bench warrant is issued. And now, instead of just facing minor infractions and a misdemeanor, she's headed toward arrest. It's classic sovereign citizen logic. Escalate a small problem into a massive legal nightmare by refusing to participate. What started as a speeding ticket now has her dodging police and pretending she's not a legal person. But the courts don't disappear just because you call them fictional.
Are working for a municipality called the state of Michigan. You have no jurisdiction. You are an attorney. You work for a corporation. You are in a municipal capacity. You have no authority. You call yourself government. Your position is a public servant. I am the objection.
Miss Cely,
no, you cannot proceed as an attorney. Objection. I will not be showing up in court. I will appeal this matter. Objection.
There's no question pending to you, ma'am. This court will be muting you at this time because this court... The court has muted Ms. Cely as her responses are not responsive to the matter that is before the court. This matter is being scheduled for trial. If Ms. Cely wishes to absent herself from that trial, that is her absolute right. That trial date is January 23rd
I will not be showing up.
That concludes this.
As the video ends, the creator drops the final nail. Bonita has now vanished from the legal process, but the law hasn't forgotten her. She's on the run from a courtroom she never respected in the first place. And sooner or later she'll be back, because you can only shout, "Objection," at authority for so long before authority comes knocking. Her bizarre belief system may earn her views online, but in the real world, it gets her one thing: a court date with consequences. So to everyone watching, this is your reminder: Facebook law isn't real law. Obey your speeding tickets, folks, because shouting jurisdiction won't save you when the cuffs come out.